Hear the sound of heaven's war cry. The Lord of hosts has issued a decree, and the tides of battle have shifted in your favor. The courts of heaven have ruled, and every demonic force aligned against your destiny is now under divine judgment. The King of glory has unsheathed his sword, and his vengeance is upon the adversary. Stand firm, for the Lion of Judah roars over your situation. The verdict is in. You have already won. Do you feel the weight of this moment? The atmosphere is shifting. The angelic hosts have been deployed, and the battle in the spirit realm is at its climax. Your prayers have been heard. Your cries have ascended before the throne, and now the response from heaven is thundering forth. It's it. No more delay, no more resistance. The enemy must retreat. This is not just another prayer. This is a divine war summons. The Lord himself is calling you to rise up, to decree with apostolic authority, and to position yourself for total victory. The days of wandering, waiting, and warfare without results are over. Heaven is moving. The Lord of hosts is marching ahead of you, and every demonic barricade is about to be shattered. Get ready, for today's your day of supernatural turnaround. Heaven's decree. The battle has shifted. Lift your voice like a trumpet and declare, the battle has shifted in my favor. Let your declaration resound in the realm of the Spirit, for the enemy must hear your roar. This is not a moment for passivity. This is the hour to arise as a warrior of the Most High. With every word you release, the enemy's hold is breaking. With every decree you proclaim, the forces of darkness are trembling. The heavens are waiting for your agreement, for God moves in response to faith-filled declarations. Stand up in boldness, lift your hands, and shout. Throughout this book, George, I pray for just reclaim it. This is a kingdom takeaway. Heaven's armies have been dispatched, and divine verdicts are being executed. Every delay, every denial, every opposition, they are being overturned. Your miracle is coming forth. Your breakthrough is being released, and your enemies are fleeing before you. Believe it, proclaim it, walk in it. The battle belongs to the Lord, and you stand in victory. Now, as the fire of God ignites within you, step into this moment with unwavering faith. The enemy's strongholds are collapsing, and the gates of breakthrough are swinging wide open. Heaven's decree has been released. Let us now go boldly before the throne and claim the victory that is already ours. The sovereign King declares, says Exodus 14:14, the Lord himself will fight for you, just stay calm. The battle is not yours to fight, it belongs to the Lord. No matter how fierce the storm, he is your warrior and victory is certain. Many times we try to fight in our own strength, but God is commanding you to rest in him. As you surrender, he steps in with divine power. Today, refuse to strive in the flesh. Stand firm, watch, and see the salvation of the Lord. The season of struggling in your own strength has come to an end. The Lord himself has taken up your cause, and the battle lines have been redrawn. Your enemies are retreating even now. The command of the Lord resounds, says 2 Chronicles 20:15. Do not be afraid or discouraged because of this vast army, for the battle is not yours but God's. Fear is the enemy's greatest weapon, but faith disarms him instantly. God has already secured your victory. What seems overwhelming to you is already under God's control. The shift happens when you align your perspective with heaven. Step into boldness today. Declare that every battle before you is already won by the power of the Most High. Heaven's warriors have been deployed, and the sound of victory is filling the atmosphere. The power of God is sweeping through every barrier, opening new doors of triumph. Heaven's verdict has been issued, says Isaiah 54:17, verses, no weapon that is formed against you will succeed, and every tongue that rises against you in judgment you will condemn. The weapons may form, but they cannot prosper. Your enemies are already defeated. Speak against every lie and accusation of the enemy. Your words carry divine authority. Begin decreeing divine protection and victory over your life now. The Lord has silenced every demonic accuser. The gavel of heaven has fallen in your favor. Walk in confidence, for your vindication has come. The throne of grace proclaims, as Romans 8:37, yet even in the midst of all these things, we triumph over them all, for God has made us to be more than conquerors. You are not just surviving, you are thriving. Victory is in your DNA. You are seated in heavenly places. Nothing in this world can defeat you. Walk with kingdom confidence, knowing you reign in Christ. You are not called to barely make it through, you are called to dominate. Heaven has equipped you for total victory. The heavens have spoken, and the decree of the Almighty is final. This is not just another prophetic utterance. This is the divine enforcement of heaven's will upon the earth. The enemy's resistance is breaking under the weight of God's unshakable authority, and every demonic force assigned to hinder your destiny is now under judgment. The lion's roar has sounded, and the hosts of heaven are executing divine vengeance against every stronghold that dared to stand in your way. This is not the time to waver. This is the moment to advance with unwavering faith. Do you hear the marching of heaven's armies? The winds of divine intervention are sweeping through the corridors of your life, dismantling the plans of the enemy and establishing the dominion of the King. The Spirit of the Lord is moving, sealing this decree with the power of the blood. The forces of darkness are trembling, the chains of limitation are shattering, and the doors of divine acceleration are opening before you. There, you are stepping into an era of unprecedented favor and victory. What once seemed impossible is now inevitable, for the Lord has declared it. The battle has shifted. Now is the time to act. The heavens are waiting for your agreement. Lift up your voice, let your faith erupt, and step boldly into the reality of this divine shift. The enemy can no longer resist the weight of your obedience. Declare it with fire. The battle has shifted, and I am walking in victory. Proclaim it to every corner of your life. Speak it over your household. Decree it over your finances. Prophesy it over your future. The Lord has spoken, and His word shall not return void. Let this be the hour where you align with heaven's verdict and walk as a conqueror in the earth. This is a holy summons. Heaven has called your name, and this is the moment to respond. The scrolls of destiny are being unsealed, and your obedience in this hour will determine the victories you walk in tomorrow. Will you step forward? Will you answer the call? Will you seize the moment before you? The Lord of hosts is marching ahead of you, and your enemies are falling beneath His feet. This is your moment, your breakthrough, your hour of divine shift. Heaven's decreed, the battle has shifted.